Hey everybody, how you doing today? We have a special video for you, Zephyrus G14 owners or people who are actually going to buy a Zephyrus G14. This is the 2020 version. I'm going to play Final Fantasy XIV on this laptop and test the screen resolution. I'm gonna play it in 1440p because the screen is 1440p as well as 1080p. I'm gonna show you two things: the number one, the frame rates, and number two is the thermals. So let's just start the game, guys. Let me just drop it down a little bit here because I'm going to log on my game. All right, just give me a second. Once I log in, I will show you the setting and what are we dealing with on battery, of course. And this is gonna be exclusive for on battery. And let me just start, because the point here is that how to play the game like without battery. Like you travel, you move on with it. It's portable laptop. So let's just see if Final Fantasy XIV is actually playable on this such setting. And I really hope my hopes is to get a 1440p screen to get you like 60 fps, right? This is the target now. This is our target, like 1440p 60 fps. That would be really great. You know, pixel per what do you call it, ppi. Let me just go back. All right, so now we're in. I have a lot of information going on here. Let me just click those out. Give me a second. Also, let me just increase the brightness because all right, now it's good. All right, everybody. Let me just, here you can see on the left side, you can see the temperature and you can see the FPS. And I'll show you while we are actually showing this game, how are we going to work with such a thing right here. All right, so here you can see 30 FPS is standard, and we're not dropping below 30 right now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to screen configuration. I'm going to, oh, sorry about that. We go to system configuration, and we're going to see where's the GPU here. It's 1080p 60 Hertz right now, right? This is how it's set up. So, and also it's on WQHD resolution. So there is some kind of mixture here. So if we do it at full HD 150%, now this is the UI setting. That's how you can view the UI. Let's just keep it on WQHD, and let's set, as you can see here, we're in NVIDIA RTX 2060, which is the good thing. But the question is, we're going to boost the resolution of the screen to 1440p, which is the okay, here 60 Hertz, 1440p, and we're gonna click apply. And wow, those detailed textures so clear here right now. All right, so here's the thing, guys. Now you can see on this area over here, we're actually working at 18 fps only. All right, let me just give you more zoom. A little bit more. Okay, so here I just want to show you. So yeah, 18 fps. We're working at 18 fps on 1440p high resolution, and also you can see the GPU temperatures are 45, 54, 55, around that nature. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna try to fix this. Okay, sorry for my camera here. Just want to show you things live while zoomed, of course. Okay, so I want you to keep your eye on the FPS. What I'm gonna do right now, I'm going to change the setting, system configuration, and I want you to see this. Okay, so here as you can see, the system configuration. And what I'm about to do, I'm going, sorry, I'm just doing this live, guys. I wanted to see this without editing straight away. So what I'm about to do here, I'm going to show you how to do it. So if we go to, if you scroll down just a little bit more, you will see some stuff here. None, frame rate, none. Sure, keep it none. If your screen is above 60 hertz, just keep it none. It's just going above. All right, so graphical setting. First things first, you have to go to things that actually cost you a lot. So for example, Full HD 4K. Okay, forget about this. Graphical setting, there's some like universal graphical setting. You can try to put it on a laptop. Now you can see the FPS now. Let me just quickly show you the FPS. The FPS jumped from 18 FPS to 26 FPS just from doing it normal. Okay, now what the GPU that I'm running, as you know, is the NVIDIA RTX 2060 Max-Q. So let's go back, and maybe you should just change some stuff here and there in order to improve the FPS. We're still at 1440p, right? Now the problem here is that the lower you drop the graphics, the less that you're gonna use the 1440p. So the game gonna look really, I'm gonna so it look bad. It's gonna look, you know, it's like a 1080p resolution low, but the text are already there. They're not, text is this. It's what does matter for 1440p. You're gonna read the text very clearly, small text and all the type of text. That's the good thing about 1440p screen, that the text is very, very readable, more than the 1080p. The drop in resolution in the game is what's gonna affect the FPS, of course. So let's just see what we can do. As you can see, it's high map resolution. So this is most likely very low resolution at 40p. What I would advise you to play the game is not at 1440p, unfortunately, because you're going to play at very low FPS. You don't want to play Final Fantasy on 14 on 26, 20 FPS, man. I mean, you know, a tough encounters is gonna drop it to the low 10s and 9s. So if you just put it on 1080p, okay, put it in 1080p and scale resolution to 150%. If you click apply and click yes, you're going to get, let me one second. All right, so now we should get a better FPS right now. Give me a second. Here you can see it's still locked at 30 FPS. So there is something that locking the FPS at 30 FPS. I'm trying to find out what is locking this game at 30 FPS. Let me just put it this way. So we're trying to find the way, why actually it's locked at 30 FPS. Let's go back to system. Make sure it's actually NVIDIA. Let's go back to Windows or make sure they actually, yeah, it's full battery, no battery saving mode. So what is actually dropping the, making it 30 FPS? Is it the power? I don't think so. So we'll try to find what actually dropping the FPS right here. Enable depth of field. So no matter what we actually add or remove, it's gonna stick at 30 FPS. Alright everybody, now it's plugged. Here as you can see, it's running at full speed. And let me just show you. We have 60 FPS, running at 60 FPS with GPU temperature of 65 degrees, going up to 65, 64 degrees, 66. So full at 60 FPS right now at 1080p. The good thing is that while we're actually doing this, I want to show you something. So just bear with me for a second. I'm just trying to keep it. Let's go to the system configuration and let's put it on 1440p, which everybody is asking for this. Right? Let's put it on WQHD resolution scale. As you can see, click apply. We click yes, and the question is, do you still can be? Let me just also let's pull this thing all off, like fully, right? You can hear the fans. Let's put it high. Let's put it maximum, bro. Let's put it maximum. So we are in the maximum now. Maximum performance. Let's go back. And oh yeah, baby, 60 FPS. But the power or the temperature went to 70 degrees. But we're playing at full power, 1440p. Excellent resolution, guys. Excellent resolution, playability, no issues at all. So the question is, will Zephyrus G14 be able to play the game at 60 FPS? Yep, full power 60 FPS is possible if you actually plug the power brick. If you want to play on battery, unfortunately it's gonna hit 30 FPS. It's not gonna give you the full power. I was trying to play with setting, but it couldn't work. But there you go, guys. The laptop is a beast. It plays the game really good. The temperature, you might be afraid or maybe scared, like if you hit 90 degrees, probably 85 and above, but 70, yeah, that's good. No problem, guys. You can play at 70. Just to make sure you don't put it on your lap because it's too hot in this area. So yeah, anyone have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in another video.